Something feels different in Minnesota right now, doesn't it? We've seen the big moves, we've watched the draft unfold, but there is a lingering tension at TCO Performance Center. Real fans know that being a contender requires more than just starters. It requires a roster that can survive the grind. We traded away a massive piece of our defense, and while the youth movement is exciting, the silence regarding our depth is deafening. If you're a Vikings faithful who believes this team is building toward a Super Bowl, hit that like button and subscribe. We need to talk about this. Let's be real. The departure of Jonathan Greenard sent shockwaves through this community. It wasn't just a trade. It felt like a gamble on the future. Now we look at this roster and see stars like Andrew Van Ginkel and the incredible potential of Dallas Turner. It's an edge duo that should make any offensive coordinator nervous. But here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Who comes in when they need a breather? Who steps up if the injury bug bites? Right now, the depth behind our starters is looking dangerously thin. Aside from Jake Golday, we are looking at a group of mostly undrafted free agents like Bo Richter and Tyler Batty. They have heart, sure, but in the NFC North, heart isn't enough to stop a late-game drive. There is a specific kind of pressure building inside the front office right now. Andrew Miller and the coaching staff know that this team is one mistake away from a depth crisis. We freed up a significant amount of cap space when we moved Greenard, and that money is just sitting there. It's burning a hole in the pocket of this franchise. Every day that passes without a veteran signing feels like a missed opportunity to solidify our identity. This isn't just about finding a body to fill a jersey. It's about finding a presence that can command respect on the field. The atmosphere around the team is one of cautious optimism, but there's a shadow of uncertainty. We are trying to build a culture of winning, yet we are leaving the most vital part of Brian Flores' aggressive defense vulnerable. Honestly, it feels like the team is waiting for the right moment to strike, but the clock is ticking. The fans can feel it. The players can feel it. There is a sense that the roster isn't finished yet. We have the foundation, but the structure is missing its bracing. If we don't address this soon, the momentum we've built could stall. This move, or the lack of one, could be the defining factor of our upcoming season. It's about more than just a third down specialist. It's about the integrity of the Minnesota Vikings defense in a year where expectations are sky high. When you dive into the numbers, the risk becomes even more apparent. Brian Flores runs a system that thrives on relentless pressure and versatility. He needs guys who can mask their intentions until the last possible second. While Dallas Turner has the athleticism to be a star, asking a rookie to shoulder that much responsibility without a veteran safety net is a massive risk. This is where the emotional weight of the offseason really starts to hit home for us. We want to believe the plan is perfect, but the reality is that an NFL season is a war of attrition. If we go into week 1 with this current rotation, we are playing a dangerous game of what if. But this is where it gets interesting because the market is still holding some incredible names that could change the entire vibe of this locker room. Think about the impact a veteran could have on someone like Turner. We aren't just talking about snaps. We're talking about mentorship and the insider knowledge that only comes from years in the trenches. The cap space we have isn't just a number. It's our lifeline. It represents the potential to bring in someone who has seen it all. Some are saying the Vikings are being too patient, while others think there's a master plan unfolding behind closed doors. But the tension is real because every day another team could swoop in and take away one of these options. We are sitting on the edge of our seats, waiting for that notification to pop up on our phones. The roster consequences of staying stagnant are too high to ignore. If we don't add a veteran presence, we are essentially saying we trust a group of unproven players to protect our Super Bowl aspirations. That's a heavy burden for a young core to carry. There is a feeling that something is changing behind the scenes, a realization that the current path might need a slight course correction. We love our young guys, but we also love winning, and right now, those two things feel like they're in a delicate balance. It's about the future of the franchise, and whether we are truly ready to take that next step into elite status. The pressure is mounting, and the answers need to come soon. Now, this is where things change, because there are names out there that make your heart race as a Vikings fan. Imagine Leonard Floyd in a purple jersey. We're talking about a guy who played for Kevin O'Connell in Los Angeles and knows exactly what it takes to win a ring. He's been remarkably durable, missing only 2 games in 8 years. That's the kind of reliability this defense is screaming for right now. And then there's the legend himself, Von Miller. Even at 37, he's coming off a 9-sack season. Can you imagine Von Miller mentoring Dallas Turner? That's not just a signing. That's an investment in the next decade of Vikings football. It gives me chills just thinking about the possibilities. But the biggest question remains, will the front office pull the trigger? Because this could become something much bigger than just a depth move. It could be the statement that tells the rest of the league the Minnesota Vikings are not here to rebuild, we are here to conquer. Then you have guys like Jadavion Clowney or the connection between Brian Flores and Kyle Van Noy. These aren't just random names. These are pieces of a puzzle that, if fitted correctly, make our defense terrifying. But the uncertainty is what kills you. Reports suggest there is buzz around a few of these veterans, but nothing is set in stone. It feels like we are standing at a crossroads. One path leads to a season of what could have been, and the other leads to a defensive resurgence that defines the O'Connell era. We are looking for that spark, that one veteran who can come in and stabilize the rotation. The emotional escalation of this offseason has been a roller coaster, but adding a player of this caliber would be the peak. It's about more than just the 2026 stats. It's about the soul of the defense. If we can land a Leonard Floyd on a one-year deal, it changes the math for every opponent we face. It allows Flores to be even more aggressive, knowing he has a proven winner ready to rotate in. This is the moment where the front office proves their commitment to the fans and the city. We are waiting for that one move that changes everything. I'm going to be honest with you all, this situation actually worries me a little bit. I love the direction we're headed, but I've seen this story before where we overlook the small details, and it costs us big in December. I really like the idea of bringing in someone like AJ Epinesa or Kyle Van Noy. I think fans should pay attention to how much of a difference a savvy veteran makes in those high-pressure situations. This could be incredible if we land a guy like Von Miller, or this could become a problem if we head into the season with our fingers crossed, hoping nobody gets hurt. It's a delicate dance between managing the cap and maximizing our window. I want to see this team go all in. We've seen the flashes of brilliance, and we know the talent is there on the starting line, but a championship team is built on the back of its depth. It's about the guy who comes in on a crucial third down in the fourth quarter and makes the play that nobody expected. That's what a veteran like Leonard Floyd brings to the table. I truly believe that the right addition here doesn't just help the defense. It lifts the entire team. It gives the offense more opportunities and takes the pressure off the young secondary. But there's a part of me that fears we might wait too long. The market for pass rushers moves fast, and we can't afford to be left holding the bag. It's about finding that balance of hope and pragmatism. I'm cautiously optimistic because I trust the vision, but my heart wants to see that final piece of the puzzle locked in. We are so close to having a roster that can compete with anyone in the league. The tension is palpable because we all know how much is at stake. This isn't just another season. It feels like the beginning of something special, and I don't want to see it derailed by a lack of depth. We are the Vikings, we've been through the heartbreak, and we deserve a team that is fully equipped for the journey. I hope the management sees what we see. This move could be the catalyst for a legendary run. The story is far from over, and that's what makes being a Vikings fan so intense right now. Every morning we wake up wondering if this is the day the news breaks. The future is uncertain, but the potential is undeniable. We are standing on the precipice of a new era, and the moves made in these coming weeks will echo throughout the entire season. Will it be Von Miller bringing his championship pedigree to Minnesota? Or will Kyle Van Noy reunite with Flores to create defensive magic once again? The anticipation is building, and I can't help but feel that something even bigger is still coming. This is about our identity, our grit, and our refusal to settle for anything less than greatness. I want to hear from you, the real fans. Which veteran do you think is the missing piece for this defense? Do you trust the current depth, or are you as nervous as I am? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. If you bleed purple and gold and you're ready for whatever comes next, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are in this together through every high and every low. The journey is just beginning, and you don't want to miss a single second of what happens next. Skol Vikings, let's see where this road takes us. The hunt for the ultimate prize continues, and we are ready for the fight.